I did my action research over a Hispanic kindergarten student. He moved from Mexico in March of the past year, and I worked with him on his letter and letter sound recognition and recall for about 2 months. My objective for this action research was that he would recognize and recall his letters and letter sounds with 100% accuracy. And the way that I worked with him was every day during RTI, we would take time for about 30 minutes and we would do an activity that I let him pick, working on his letters and his letter sounds, and I would stay there with him the whole time that he was doing it and give him immediate academic feedback. What was a little bit different about this study was for 2 weeks he was actually in Mexico. He traveled back to see his father. So it kind of turned into a little bit different study than what I anticipated. Each week we did progress monitoring and just to kind of see where he was. But what happened while he was in Mexico was I sent his activities with him, and his mother agreed to work on the activities with him and to progress monitor for me, and she kept a recording sheet of what they did every day. And it was very interesting. He made the greatest gains when his mother helped him with his letters and letter sounds, which was really interesting because she had to use a website called Starfall to actually know her letter sounds. So that was interesting to me. But I had about 8 different activities that he chose from every day. And basically, he started out recognizing about 58% of his letters, so he knew the letters and letter sounds for 58% of his letters. And by the end of the study, he recognized and recalled the letters and letter sounds for 100% of his letters. Now that doesn't mean that he could do that completely. I still think that he needed a little bit more practice to be confident, but what I learned from this study was the fact that individualized instruction is successful whether it is done by a certified teacher or by a parent, because I saw the greatest academic gains from him when his mother was helping him.